we know that Jeff Keighley has his award show. We have our award show, the Real Game Awards, which is great. It's fun. It's coming up in February. We're doing it in February so we can include all the games through 2025. I think that makes the most sense. But it is award show season. And yesterday, we saw the award show coming from an outlet that we did not expect. It kind of dropped out of nowhere. And that is GameStop, the biggest video game retailer in the United States. They dropped their first ever GameStop awards, and it was pre-recorded, and I think it was done pretty great. So they dropped it on YouTube, they dropped it over on X, and hosted by Scott the Woz, which I think was which I thought was a really great pick with Scott's humor. Kirsha, are you familiar with Scott?
The last time I heard Scott the Woz was when I watched a TV show called Code Monkey.
Okay. Well, he is a very large YouTube channel and has done some great things. I've known Scott for a pretty good while. Very straightforward. He's got a bland delivery. Very
nerd aesthetic.
Yeah, very exactly. So they hired him to host the GameStop Awards. And you see it's 57 minutes long, but they also had different presenters. And one of those presenters being James Rolfe. They brought him in for the Worst Game of the Year award. Yes. They brought in the Angry Video Game Nerd, which I saw that and I was like, seems familiar. Because we do have our shitty ass game of the year, which I'm sure many people have celebrated the worst game of the year, but it was I thought it was interesting that they brought James in, and they should bring in James.
That's great. Like the GameStop dark horse. When did they plan this? How did they keep it so quiet?
It did just kind of come out of nowhere, which is great. And I said this online. I hope that James got paid more than he did with us because we didn't pay him anything to do it. So I hope that was great. Kirsha, did you see the game of the year in 2025?
No, I didn't know any of this happened with GameStop.
Oh, this was a big deal. This is a big deal. The game of the year for GameStop in the year 2025 was Halo 3.
Okay, that's funny.
I think it's brilliant. I really do. I appreciate what they did. I appreciate what they have going on, and I love that they did that. Phoenix, your thoughts?
I didn't see the whole thing, but I was extremely impressed by the whole thing. Scott the Woz is a natural, perfect host, especially if you love his humor, which is extremely funny, very deadpan, sometimes David Letterman-esque. I'm a big fan of his. And one of the great things that I really enjoyed about this award show was that they got it as far as it didn't take itself seriously at all. They poked fun of GameStop constantly, which made me kind of almost love GameStop. That's exactly like when people are guarded. I hate that. When you can make fun of yourself, you tend to trust those people more because you have no problem taking a couple of shots because it's all fun and games at the end of the day. And I thought the categories were great. I thought the way the pacing of it was fantastic. I was shocked that this even came out and how GameStop on the first time out doing this nailed it. I was big props to them and whoever made that happen. I was impressed top to bottom.
Look at this. I can confirm now that James got paid the same amount as he did with us.
That's funny.
As it says, this is from the head of digital marketing for GameStop. Thank you to all the creators who volunteered their time to nominate games. No paid placements, no sponsored features. Not every award show can say that. This is implying that they volunteered and they did not get paid. Am I reading that correctly?
No, that's what it sounds like.
Okay, sounds good. But yeah, big win for them. Although I don't know if they got Casey Neistat to volunteer his time or whatever. But I thought it was really great to see, and I think that when there's a win, there should be celebrated in the video game space. By the way, Marty, friend of the show, was very excited to see that Halo won or
That's
Halo
really
3 won. That's great, and they retweeted this, by the way, now. So. With GameStop retweeting it, I'm sure GameStop is now a bunch of evil right-wing bigots. So
of course, that's how that happens. It's like a disease.
Right. Love to see the tongue-in-cheek nature of this. Very, very cool. But the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley's award show, is coming up as well. We will not be watching that, or at least I will not be. And we'll get to that why in just a minute. But this from The Verge, the Game Awards are losing their luster.
Yeah. Ooh.
The industry eating itself at this point.
You love to see it.
Yeah, quite possibly very interesting. Destin, also a friend of the show, former IGN, former Screw Attack, says for weeks this has basically been the main thing the industry has been talking about. I don't see any indication it's lost its luster. And honestly, it's pretty remarkable that Jeff continues to give everyone in the industry something to gather around. Did you see also that they're charging $1 million to run a trailer at the Game Awards?
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they have the viewership for that, but that's crazy.
To put that in perspective, that's actually more per second, I believe, than a Super Bowl ad.
So the Game Awards viewership has seen massive growth, this is according to AI Overview, mind you, hitting a record 154 million global live streams for the 2024 event, up from 118 million in 2023 and 103 in 2022.
Hey, I said it all along, man. Good on Jeff. He stuck his neck out. He went crazy. A 3-minute trailer on... This is courtesy of everyone's favorite video game journalist, Kotaku. Sources tell Kotaku it now cost over $1 million to buy a 3-minute trailer at the Game Awards here.
That's insane.
Yeah, which I thought was really interesting, considering we gave one, which was.
How dare you?
I'm looking at you, Sulaco. By the way, I would like to spoil something for the Real Game Awards this year. We will 100% be running a trailer for Sulaco again on our show. We're going to promote the fuck out of your game, whether you like it or not.
What the heck?
That's right. I was asked last year, we did a reaction to the Game Awards, and I was asked by several people if we would do one again this year. And I will not. I will not be doing a reaction to that. And it's not because I have any ill will. It's because I'm going to do something better with my time. And that is, I'm going to be at my daughter's Christmas play. And that's way more important to me. So, yeah, I look, I've always said family first, and I mean that. Like, I understand that the Game Awards are a big deal, but at the end of the day, my daughter is more important than that. So I'll be watching her sing and do that instead of watching the circle jerk that is the Game Awards. So
I'll probably be watching it because I like getting angry.
Yeah.
I would love to ask a question to the panel and also the chat real quick. Like the Game Award that Keighley does, again, major props to his success and all that other stuff. That's great.
Yeah.
I can understand the idea of trying to bring some prestige to this art form. I totally get it, but I've always felt that it kind of misses the mark for gamers. I thought the GameStop thing actually kind of got it. That it's fun, quick, to the point. You have some laughs. You see your award. You move on. Things like that. You're seeing personalities that you like to see. Most gamers like to cut cutscenes. I like to skip them, and I feel like Keighley, it's only cutscenes. Like, it's just nothing but fucking cutscene after cutscene. And I'm curious, chat, is that an award that you like, or was it something more akin to kind of what we're doing, what GameStop did, which is more having fun, like the idea of gamers just having fun and just getting to the point, having some laughs, and enjoying ourselves, as opposed to all this pomp and circumstance that Keighley does? I feel like it's missing the mark. Am I alone on that? I'm just kind of curious.
Well, I mean, you know my thoughts on it, but go ahead, Kirsha.
I was gonna say, I mean, I like seeing some trailers to have an idea of like games that I might be interested in the future. But if they don't show any gameplay and it's all cinematic trailers, then it basically is worthless, because I'm not gonna buy a game just based on the cinematics.
Well, I think for me, and this is actually going to be a really big challenge for us this year with the Real Game Awards in February. For us, the challenge is replicating what we did last year in a tight package, because last year's Game Awards, Jeff's show was like 3 hours long. It just kept
it's
going
crazy.
and going and going. And he does that because he sells 3-minute trailers for $1 million, right?
Yeah,
So,
and the big problem is like they'll have, a 3-minute trailer and then a 3-minute trailer and then some talking and then a 3-minute trailer and then some guy will come on stage and say something and then a 3-minute trailer and then they'll be like, oh, and the award goes to this game and here's another 3-minute trailer. They like glaze over the actual awards and they give like really limited speeches to the devs of the games. And I think there should be way more focus on that part of it rather than making it feel like you're there to watch an advertising show with an occasional award given out during it.
right. Once again, I go back to, we need to find a way. I've told this to Phoenix, we talked about this internally. We're going to try to keep our show between 60 and 90 minutes this year. And doing that in person with an audience, that's going to be really fucking hard. But we're going to, because it's a lot easier when you just pre-record it, slap it together. And that's what you saw with GameStop. But you want to give everything you want to be able to feel out the event as it's happening while still giving everything the credit it's due while still keeping it moving. Right. So we did last year's show from bell to bell, from intro to outro was 36 minutes, but doing it in person is a lot different. So we got some big challenges ahead of us this year. But once again, it goes back to GameStop. Fucking A, man. Great job. Congratulations. I know you get shit on all the time and you get shit on all the time because guess what? You made fun of yourself and that's the most important thing you could have done. So congratulations. Great job. We have this. We have lots actually. The Alien Zombie says GameStop's award for trade-in of the year was a taxidermy bobcat. Also, Also, they stole the Best Buy girl from Best Buy. I did see that as well.
That's so funny.
They nailed it. John says GameStop also won Best Game Store at the GameStop Awards too.
Did they even have any competition?
That was a funny bit. Let me see if I can find that as well because they went out of their way to they had Mega 64 do it of all people. Mega 64 has been around for a long ass time. And they had the best game. Here it is right here. The Best Game Store of the Year award coming from Mega 64 here.
Hi, we're Mega 64, and you may have seen us from our famous video Tetris in real life.
And our even more famous video, The Haunted Wii.
We're here to give out the GameStop Award for Best Video Game Store. And the nominees are Panic at the Game Store,
Game Tub,
Fun Buttons, GameStop,
Lester's Game Shack.
and the winner is GameStop. Whoa!
Wow.
Congratulations!
10 years in a row.
Great.
So they've won it 10 years in a row. Congratulations.
Congratulations to GameStop. Wow, 10 years.
That's wonderful. Great to see.
And speaking of 10 years, I don't think you should get hung up on being focused about the Real Game Awards runtime. Because I think if you get too focused on trying to make it as short and efficient as possible, then you'll probably lose out on a lot of what does make award shows actually magic, especially if we're doing it live, right? All of the improv, all of the interactions with people. You don't want to try and keep yourself in a specific time slot, because if it's entertaining and people are having fun, it's not going to feel like it went on for too long.
That's a great point. Really great point. And I think that's, I would say we're doing an award show that's being streamed, but it's almost the reverse, is that we're streaming an award show things. I don't quite know, but yeah, I think that's all super valid. And a challenge that we have this year is making sure that people have a great time, And I've said this before. If you come to the Real Game Awards, which once again is going to be a physical event coming up in February, you can still get tickets at therealgameawards.com. If you come in a suit, I'm going to boot your ass out. There is a dress code, and it is not fancy pants. That's it.
Good to know.
What if you wear a Minecraft style suit?
Or is it blocky?
Yeah.
Craig, can you shop in a onesie?
I'm going to boot your ass out.
No Minecraft suit. No.
I'm gonna boot your ass out. That's all I'm gonna do. I will kick. I don't care if you bought a ticket. If you show up in a tuxedo or a tie or a suit of any kind, you don't show up in like t-shirts, jeans, or you're cosplaying. You don't look like you. I'm gonna boot your ass out. I don't even know what you look like. Well, I'm gonna boot your ass out. I'll tell you that right now.
What if you tear off your skin and you show up like that? Because you're still not going to look like you, but you're also not wearing your birthday suit.
That is exactly the response that I would expect from you, Kirsten.
So hang on, there's like legitimately there's a dress code for this, and we can't.
The dress code is to not have a dress code. Come on,
Got
Blab.
it.
This is easy science.
Well, yeah. Well, now I'm debating if I want to do cosplay or not. That'd be fun.
Yeah, cosplay. I want like we're gonna have a gold carpet leading up to it. Not a red carpet, but a Real Game Awards gold carpet, and people will be
Does
able
that mean
to
the
walk.
presenters are going to wear red on the gold carpet?
They will be wearing whatever they want to wear. So, and we're going to let people cosplay, and we'll have a big step and repeats as they walk in, and they can take pictures in front of it, and they'll do it on the gold carpet, which is great. Which, by the way, horrible idea to have a gold carpet, which means it's going to be stained as fuck, which means we'll probably get 1 year out of it, and I'll have to buy a new one every year.
Fabrics for being a sponsor.
We should definitely get some sort of fabric sponsor. That'd be great. Obey your digital overlords. Watch this video right here that YouTube suggested for you.